Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and today we're going to be reviewing the Microsoft Arc Touch Mouse. The Arc Touch Mouse is Microsoft's latest mobile mouse and is called the Touch Mouse because of this little touchpad right here. But let's take a look at the outside design first. As you can see, it's flat, and that's to be portable and just throw in the laptop bag or whatever you're going to be putting your laptop in. On the bottom, we have a magnetic spot for the USB dongle here that just sits here. You can see it's magnetic. It's pretty strong, especially when this is flat and right where it's supposed to be. It's not going to fall off. Unlike the last Arc mouse that Microsoft made, they had a spot right here where you would place this and you flip over the back of the phone onto it. And I was kind of concerned what you would do with this until I found that magnetic spot. So that works out nicely, and it's strong enough unless you really hit this hard. I mean, you could hit it against the table, it could fall. It's not going to fall off. This is a really strong magnet. In here we have a set of AAA batteries. I wanted to say AA, but AAA batteries that are supposed to last about 6 months. Only time will tell with that. We have our BlueTrack LED, and this is coated with a rubbery material. And let's go ahead and turn it on, and to do that, you just arc it like that, and it clicks into place. There's the blue LED. And BlueTrack is good because it tracks on just about any surface but glass. And I only know of a couple Logitech mouses that could track on glass. So it does a pretty good job. I actually use it on this surface, and your hand lays on it quite nicely. Now, I did get a couple questions when you put your hand on it. Does it collapse? No, it doesn't. It's plenty strong. I'm giving that a lot of force. If you really push, yes, you could collapse this, but it takes a lot. But let's talk about the buttons. The buttons are recessed here. You can see there's a line around here, and that makes it a little bit difficult when you're clicking. You kind of want to push on the edge, and it doesn't work. So the click is nice, but it does take a little bit more pressure than you would with, say, this BlueTrack mouse, the first BlueTrack mouse, which is a nice easy click. These are a little bit more difficult. You also have this scroll pad, and here, listen to this, that has a little speaker or something under here, and you can actually feel it. It's like it's tapping back at your finger as you scroll. So it's kind of interesting, and it does a nice job of scrolling. It doesn't seem to mess up or anything as far as that goes. On the top here we have an indicator LED that's green when the battery is good and red when it's going bad, and it will flash. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple mouse. So let's take a look at it next to this BlueTrack mouse that's really big. This was the first BlueTrack mouse, Explorer mouse, and next to it, the Arc Touch mouse. So you can see it has a nice high arch in it for your hand to rest on, especially if you have big hands. It's actually not too bad to use. It's just really narrow as compared to this mouse. It doesn't have all this curvature for your arm, your hand, but that's fine. It's a portable mouse. The only complaint I have about it so far is the lack of back and forward buttons, but we do have this little touch thing in our left and right mouse button. There is not a button in the middle to click either, so it's kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and show you how it tracks. I'll switch over, I'll plug this USB dongle in, and we'll see what it looks like when we're tracking. So I've attached the USB key to the keyboard, and as you can see, I'm using it on my Mac. The interesting thing is Microsoft does not have software for this mouse for the Mac as far as options are concerned. However, it will work just fine once it's plugged in. They do have software available for Windows XP, Vista, and 7. So for those of you that may want some extra options, you'll have that. So why they don't include it, I'm not sure, but maybe it's just because it works fine, and you can adjust the tracking through the operating system if you need to do that. So as you can see, it tracks smoothly, and I can get pretty close to pixel per pixel movement without any problem. Let's go ahead and open a web page here, my site, Zollotech, and I'll scroll. So it does have the kind of kinetic scrolling where I'm going slow. If I go fast, it will scroll faster. I can kind of control it speed-wise. And if I do that, it works just fine. So it's actually a pretty nice scroll. Like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with the lack of back and forward. Let's go ahead and click. and then I can right click. Let's go back. Right click, works fine. Everything seems to work pretty well. It's a decent mouse. It's a great portable mouse, and when you're all done with it, all you do is shut it off like that. So it's a pretty nice mouse overall. A little bit pricey at $69.99 for a portable mouse, but I think that might be in some of the technology they're using to, I don't know, whatever they're doing with the switch in here and maybe some more moving parts. Comes in a really nice package. If you haven't seen that, check out my unboxing of the mouse. And other than that, it's a pretty simple mouse and does a good job at what it's supposed to do. So if you have any questions, though, that I haven't answered, please feel free to ask. And thanks to everyone that subscribed. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.